Shivaji Maharaj returned to the kingdom after an absence of 20 long months, greeted by the familiar sights and sounds of his beloved realm. Throughout his time away, the efficient administration of the kingdom had been diligently upheld by Prime Minister Moropant Pingle, Anaji Pant, and other trusted associates, ensuring the smooth functioning of governance in his absence. Sensing that the time was ripe to groom his successor, Shivaji Maharaj turned his attention to his eldest son, Sambhaji Raje, who had come of age at 21 years old. Sambhaji Raje, endowed with strength, intelligence, bravery, and martial prowess, had been gradually introduced to the intricacies of politics by his father, having been part of diplomatic missions to Aurangzeb, Mirza Raja, and Prince Muazzam. However, despite his formidable qualities, Sambhaji Raje faced familial strife, stemming from the animosity of his stepmother, Soirabai, who harbored ambitions for her own son, Rajaram, to ascend the throne. Sambhaji Raje suffered the loss of his mother, Saibai, when he was just 2 years old, leaving him bereft of maternal care and guidance during his formative years. Soirabai's machinations sowed seeds of discord within the royal household, driving a wedge between father and son. Disheartened by the discrimination he faced, Sambhaji Raje took a drastic step, fleeing from the kingdom on December 13, 1678, seeking refuge with Diler Khan, the Mughal commander who harbored long-standing enmity towards the Maratha Empire. Soirabai's narrow-mindedness and selfish motives had blinded her to the immense potential of her stepson, and the vision of Shivaji Maharaj leading to irreparable damage and a deep schism within the royal family. With the formation of his alliance with the Mughals, Sambhaji Raje embarked on a path of aiding them in capturing forts and territories within the Marathi kingdom, driven by his belief in reclaiming what he perceived as rightfully his own. However, his actions unwittingly played into the hands of the opportunistic Mughals, who exploited his grievances for their own gain. Leading forces alongside Diler Khan, Sambhaji Raje laid siege to Fort Bhupalgarh. The sight of Sambhaji Raje, the legitimate heir to the throne, caused turmoil among the Marathi soldiers defending the fort, and they found themselves unable to raise arms against their own prince. Surrendering to the combined might of Sambhaji Raje and Diler Khan, 700 Marathi soldiers faced a brutal fate, as Diler Khan ordered their arms to be severed and the fortifications to be razed to the ground, rendering the fort defenseless. Shivaji Maharaj, upon hearing of this devastating turn of events, issued a stern directive to all other forts, commanding them to resist to the last man. Meanwhile, Sambhaji Raje and Diler Khan pressed on towards Vijapur, prompting Siddhi Masood, the Wazir of Adil Shah, to seek aid from Shivaji Maharaj in defending the city. Responding to the call, Shivaji Maharaj personally led 10,000 Marathi soldiers to Vijapur's defense. On November 14, 1679, Diler Khan suffered a resounding defeat at the hands of the Marathi forces, forcing him to abandon his ambitions of capturing Vijapur. Grateful for Shivaji Maharaj's assistance, Adil Shah expressed his gratitude through generous gifts and officially acknowledged Maharaj's possession of the regions acquired during his southern campaign through a treaty. Yet Shivaji Maharaj's respite was short-lived, as he swiftly turned his attention to Konkan, the coastal region of Maharashtra. Here he directed the construction of a sea fort on the island of Khanderi, aimed at securing Maratha naval dominance. However, his endeavors drew the ire of the Britishers in Mumbai, who launched an attack on Marathi forces. In a fierce naval battle, the British forces were decisively defeated. Following his defeat near Vijapur, Diler Khan retreated to the town of Tikota, accompanied by Sambhaji Raje within his camp. Consumed by his fury, Diler Khan unleashed a reign of terror upon the town, subjecting its residents to unspeakable atrocities and enslaving hundreds of Hindu men and women. Faced with the prospect of dishonor and degradation, Many chose to end their lives by plunging into the wells. Horrified and angered by Diler Khan's barbarism, Sambhaji Raje confronted him, only to be met with brazen defiance as Diler Khan unabashedly asserted his authority to act as he saw fit. Meanwhile, Aurangzeb, the cunning architect of cruelty, conceived a sinister scheme. With the prince of the Marathi kingdom seemingly within his grasp, Aurangzeb plotted to forcibly convert Sambhaji Raje to Islam. In a clandestine directive, he instructed Diler Khan to apprehend Sambhaji Raje and deliver him to Agra. Fortunately, this treacherous plan was foiled as Marathi spies intercepted the communication, alerting Sambhaji Raje to the imminent danger. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Sambhaji Raje made a daring escape from Diler Khan's camp, ultimately seeking refuge within the safety of Panhala Fort on December 4th, 1679. Rather than chastising or reproaching his son for his brief lapse in judgment, Shivaji Maharaj embraced Sambhaji Raje warmly upon his return, commending his decision to reunite with the kingdom. In a display of paternal understanding and forgiveness, Maharaj expressed his gratitude for Sambhaji Raje's return, averting the looming threat and ensuring the preservation of the Maratha legacy.